Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is the big man Boisterous coming to you with some Team League Tenacity out of Scorched Haven. Up here in the top right hand corner, we have the red Protoss Oreo along with his teammate Wax, the blue Zerg. And over here in the left, we have BaconMage spawning in as the light blue Terran, and RuneK spawning in as the purple Protoss. As this game starts out, we have some manner inappropriateness, being mean, and BaconMage just calling the other team feisty. And as this game starts out, I would like to point out that if you guys are wondering why your ears aren't getting blown out by S's, it's because I got a new microphone, and my new microphone is awesome. So, you guys can expect to start seeing me upload games that I have already done, just re-commentated on. I'm still trying to decide if I want to take down the games that I've uploaded otherwise in the past, and I'm really not sure if I quite want to do that yet. But you know, that's something that I'm gonna have to figure out in the future. So you guys can definitely expect to see more of my earlier games uploaded yet again with better voice quality due to this new microphone. This won't interfere with any of my regular uploads at all. It'll probably be a fairly low priority, so if all these games, all of the games will probably be uploaded over the next, I don't know, 8 weeks, I'd say. It really depends on what time I have open in my schedule for how much I can do. But as this game, I'm actually going to start talking about the game right now, despite how excited I am about this new mic. And we do have RuneK and BaconMage walling off this common front, which I think is very good to do as a Terran Protoss team, because it's so easy to wall off as a Terran Protoss team. Plus the Terran can put basically two siege tanks on either side of this choke and make it impenetrable, essentially. It makes it very, very hard for a Zerg Protoss team to break down, because they don't really have any siege units of their own until a lot later in the game. We do have Oreo going for a really ballsy fast gold base at the 3-minute mark. Wow. Jeez. Is RuneK gonna scout this? RuneK's gonna be running past it. Oh no. Oh, RuneK sees this. That is going to be awful for Oreo and his teammate. Yep, he saw not one, but both of their fast golds. So I'd expect to see some sort of cheese strategy come up, but it doesn't look like they're going for it because he went for a forge first. Oh, that's awful for RuneK, because they're gonna have such a good economic lead. And there's no way you can rush these even, because the build time on the Nexus is so far advanced. He might be able to cannon rush the hatchery. I'm surprised that he's not trying to do that. The Zealot is coming down. I'm guessing he's just going to be set to patrol between these two bases to prevent any sort of pylons from coming up and blocking trying to photon cannon it off. We do have both of our BaconMage and RuneK team going for their expansions, but this gold is going to be so good for Oreo and his teammate Wax. I mean, I'm not really sure how BaconMage and RuneK are going to be able to come up with the amount of economy that both of their enemies are going to have, considering that their enemies got them down faster. They're going to have a lot more production, just because they can probably just go for mass roach, mass charge lot if they really wanted to, or even like charge lot, high Templar, roach, and fester. That's a really nice strategy. Archons and charge lots just completely tear through an army that's fungled. Like, absolutely destroy it. Actually, it's kind of fun to watch, because there's just such a steamroll force of units to really just completely wreck your opponent with. It looks like RuneK is going to be kicking up his production to 4 gates, but I'm not sure if this is the right choice, because he doesn't even have his expansion down. He really needs to be taking his expansions and trying to catch up with the economy that's coming out of Oreo and Wax. The queen out of Wax is doing pretty good keeping up with his larva injects. This queen's getting a bit high on energy, but other than that, I mean, he's really not doing bad with them. Oreo hasn't even walled off his base. He is really not worried. It looks like Wax are going to be going for offense as the best defense, and just having a very forward army that is prepared to defend any of the channels that their opponents can come through, which I think is really the best choice for them to pull off in this game. I think that if RuneK if RuneK and BaconMage really want to pull this off, they're going to need to pull out some sort of amazing drop play. Actually, Dark Templars would be really crazy right now because there's absolutely no production out of Oreo and Wax. There's no detection, I mean. And even then, there's not a whole lot of there's not even a whole lot of production out of Oreo. I mean, he just dropped a Forge. He has a Forge, a Gateway, and a Cyber Core. I'm amazed that he's not capped on money right now. Oh, he has Stalkers queued. Alright, that makes sense. He also doesn't have that many probes at either of his bases. So Oreo, despite having this amazing base lead, they're not really playing it off that well. Speed just finished for Wax. He's going for some sort of mass queen play. I'm surprised that neither of them have taken these bases, considering the fact that they're both pretty much completely, they both basically just have a massive excess of minerals due to the fact that they got these gold so early. So they should both be like double expanding right now, and then just use a completely economy-based army to destroy their opponents. Because I'm not sure how effective this is gonna be. Just trying to take out their army, just trying to take out their opponents in small engagements. When they're really not even ahead on bases. RuneK is going for what appears to be a 6-gate all-in right now. Maybe like 6-gate Blink Stalker or 6-gate Charge Launch all-in, and he has a lot of money stockpiled up for having a pretty reasonable amount of production. So he's not really spending that well. He does have ground weapons level 2, so we might actually, or ground weapons level 1, so we might actually go for a very fast ground weapons level 2 right after that pilot council finishes. But the superior economy of Wax and Oreo, I think, are going to be able to hold up this force because they don't really need to shoot. They don't really need to switch armies evenly. They can just absolutely destroy them. And is this? Are they? They're doing the Money Dump Fun Day Monday. I just realized that. That's why you didn't expand RuneK. Ah, I can't believe he didn't mark this game for me very specifically. Huh. Man, how did it take me that long to catch on to that? Of course you're doing the Money Dump Fun Day Monday. I think I got it as soon as this planetary started morphing on top of this ledge, because that's a bit of a ridiculous place for a planetary. But that's pretty funny. Never mind. It's pretty awesome. We do have spine crawlers and spore crawlers coming out from Mass, from Wax, and Oreo, but I'm not sure how well this is gonna work. Because it looks like RuneK's just gonna be able to steamroll into this place eventually at some point. Because he's actually gonna be getting a pretty good economy just mailed on over to him by his teammate BaconMage, and he's just, I think, going to be able to outproduce these armies, and eventually, actually, they're going for really heavy stationary defenses, which on a map like this, stationary defenses here don't work that well, because there's two massive flank points, both of which can shoot at your mineral lines and completely lock down these mineral lines. If there were a Templar up here, it would basically be over for all these probes. I think this Nexus is going to be safe, but do these guys have Blink yet? They do not, actually. Oh, that surprises me. Charge is coming out instead of Blink. I'm not sure how I feel about that decision from RuneK. I guess it kind of makes sense, but he's at 8-gate production. I would like to see just some mass Blink Stalker play to come out to really counter this very heavy stationary defensive play. And that, I think, qualifies as an Artosis pylon. There is one pylon and 11 photon cannons. That's a bit much, Oreo. Maybe a second pylon up here, like one back here, one up here. You know, just try to spread out the world a little bit. It does look like they're going for a massive flank here, though. And this army, they do not have sufficient forces here to really hold off an attack of this size from RuneK. There's like 10 stalkers swinging around out of Oreo, but I'm not sure if this is quite going to be able to hold this off. I really don't think it will, because there's basically an almost even amount of stalkers plus these group of charge lots yet. Yes, they are charge lots now. So this is going to be a pretty bad situation for our team of Wax and Oreo, despite the fact that Oreo has a lot of production. He might be able to hold off this attack for a while, but this Roadborn is going to go down. This is a lot of economy for Wax, actually. I'm surprised they're not targeting the layer. They should really be targeting the layer. There's no way that they're going to beat this army at this point. They let it group up for too long. I'm surprised they didn't just go for some sort of buildings, or go up to Oreo's base, because really, you can do a lot more damage to a Protoss than you can to a Zerg, just as far as stopping production, just by taking out these pylons. And then, you know, after you take out all those pylons, in a minute, he's going to have way less of an army than you, because he had to spend at least one production cycle building up those pylons again. And that's just a really bad situation to be in if you're Protoss. It does look like there's going to be sensor towers coming out of everywhere, and he's playing the campaign. Look at these missile turrets. They're just all over the place. They don't want. They're not going to let in any drops. Don't worry, Commander Rainer. Your base is going to be safe. We do have Oreo going for a pretty big Stalker Ball, so it looks like we're just having Stalker Roach come out of Wax and Oreo, which is not going to do so well against the Planetary Fortress that has the ledge above them. And also, Stealths actually destroy Blink Stalkers, because Stalkers don't do a whole lot of damage versus Light. They only do 11 damage versus Light units, and Zealots have, so Zealots can take 12 shots from a Stalker, which, that's pretty bad. I mean, you really, that's not good. Zealots can survive for a good like 15 seconds against Stalkers, and Stalkers can't live for that long against Zealots if they get in range. And since these Zealots have charge, that's in general just a very bad situation, especially because this Immortal is also out, and Immortals will just tear through Stalkers like it's none of their business, because they two-shot Stalkers? I want to say no, 3-shot Stalkers, but I mean, still, looks like they're going to. This is the weakness of an Apoptosis pylon, everybody. Because notice, one pylon down, 11 cannons unpowered. That's a bad situation to be in, my friends. This tag would have been easily held off had it not been for the infamous Artosis pylon. But, you know, because of Artosis pylon, Tire Attack is going to get through and completely destroy everything, as these Zealots, as all of this army is 2-2 upgraded, and 2-2 upgraded stuff destroys. We do have Wax drop out of the game, and there goes Oreo. So congratulations to RuneK and BaconMage for winning this game. And anyway, guys, this is Boisterous for the first game that I've brought to you with this new mic. So I hope that I really didn't screw up my mic position. If the dialogue is really quiet, I'm probably gonna have to reshoot this, but I'll deal that bridge when I cross it. So anyway, guys, this is Boisterous signing out.